Hello, 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 and welcome back. Here we are. Still the Count of Telemark, still controlling just these little counties, and a vassal of this gel, so unable to do most of what we were trying to do at this point in time. But there is a plan. Afonso suggested in the comments that we go and raid, make a lot of money, and then use a mercenary army to essentially conquer this. Right, I think we have to play a bit of a mixture of two strategies to do this. So we want to ultimately subjugate Sweden. This guy has already subjugated enough people, it seems, so he can't subjugate anyone right now. Also, I think it's probably because he's currently a vassal of a duke that he can't subjugate anyone that's, not within the realm and above our liege's title level. So, the goal is to declare independence from him, become a vassal of Sweden. Declare independence from him, and then, if we have died by that point, which, we're 30, we probably won't have by that point, but if our son or our brothers inherited, we can then hopefully subjugate Sweden. And if we subjugate Sweden, while still holding all of our Norwegian territories, we should be able to usurp the Kingdom of Norway, which would let us conquer him and these two. And then we can probably just get away with taking Denmark. Actually, we might even be able to usurp that if we are the King of Sweden, because he's got probably half of Denmark there. But maybe it's one border dispute, maybe two, to take that. But that leaves us in a bit of a interesting situation, because with 900 men to our name, or 882, there's not a lot we can raid. Even Northumbria, right? They've got 1197 men in their garrison, which means we wouldn't be able to siege it. But I've done a look around, and my favorite places to raid, at least two of them are available. So if you look at Majorca, 500 men, and Menorca, 500 men. We can besiege both of those and raid them. And the good thing about these islands, why I love raiding all of the Byzantine little islands, is because it's just not worth it for them to raise an army and a fleet of ships to come and defend it. So typically, unless you're really unlucky, you can just sit here and just milk them, and they've got so much money in them. Just milk them for all they're worth, sail back up the river, back home, and boom, you're lucky. So, what we need to do is raid those. But just raiding those isn't going to be enough. We're still going to need more men to raid more of the island, because right now it's just these two we can raid. We're going to need to increase our forces at least above 900 to do that. Taking attrition into account, we probably want about maybe 1,000, 1,100 men for that. And then for these ones, yeah, same. 1,000, 1,100. Probably a bit more. So we're going to have to take two-way approach, right? So firstly, what I'm going to do is use the gold we currently have to increase our army size. How are we going to do that? Well, that's quite simple. We are simply going to build some earth hill forts. Now, I wasn't focused on this earlier, A, because we had no money, and B, because this was not meant to be a long series of videos. Although, the longer we play, the more it seems like that will be the case. What we might also do, at some point, is actually give away some of our titles to whoever the most likely inheritor is. At this point, it's our brother. If he dies, his son would get it. And then it's, sort of out of our control. If it's still within Norway, we'd probably be able to claim it when we usurp the Norwegian kingdom. But it's probably, there's always little things at play in this game. So we'll probably have to give away some territory and then lose control of it because we're just a count, and counts can't have counts as vassals, right? So we'll get there. Anyway, first things first, let's focus on raising what we have and going and raiding Menorca. Let's just double check it's still there. Good. And where these guys going, you are going to go to Agdir as well. Let's do it. Oh, this army is pathetic. Okay, what we could also do, another thing Alfonso suggested, was just banish a bunch of nobles. Because they have money. And the thing is, normally that would incur tyranny, right? And tyranny means that your vassals hate you because you're a tyrant as a ruler. At this point of the game, we don't have to worry about that because we literally have one vassal. And if he thinks we're a tyrannical ruler, well, we'll just arrest him too. So it's not it's not something for us to be worried about at this point in the game. I don't think we have anyone that's particularly good with money. Although, no, 27, it's just, every little helps, but not that little, 27. Our brother's got 118, we could imprison him. He already hates us anyway. But if we were to banish our brother because he's got all these claims, he's going to go hang out in, I don't know, he'd probably go to Sweden, Denmark or Norway, and then he'd somehow raise an army and come back and claim from us, and at this point we could not defend against that. So we're gonna go as we are. We're gonna focus on raising some funds, raiding some people, building up our levies. Ooh, hello, there's a big army coming down. If you just saw me completely dismiss that little thing that popped up, it's one of these events where you get to try and go for immortality. And in my experience, what happens when you try and go for immortality is that you say, cool, great, let's go for immortality, and then about 3 years later, this dark priestess, something out of Game of Thrones basically, ends up killing you. And it looks like we're going to die soon anyway. We got dysentery, and I think we haven't got a doctor, have we? We're incapable right now because we have dysentery. We got no doctor, so I mean we're probably going to die soon, which is fine. Our brother takes over. He's not particularly great, which means we'd probably lose another 200 men from our soldiers, but at this point that's okay. And our wife is our regent. Maybe that's actually boosted our soldier numbers. No. There we go. Alright. Our brother took over. And we're so much worse. Like stewardship wise, there's literally nothing going on there. What's our wife like? She's not bad, the stewardship though. So we're still going to focus on Marshall. We might give some territory to our son. I could also potentially, yeah. I'm going to betroth our son to the King of Sweden's daughter. He won't do it anymore. Okay, it's fine. Plan has not changed. We are dead. The succession is secure. We're just going to build a few more hill forts. Don't waste any prestige. And keep raiding. And I'm glad that we raised that army before we died, because what? It hasn't calculated properly. Oh, and problem again. No. So I used to think you had to actually be leading your army to become a Viking officially. But you don't. All you have to do is have them raid in your name, Oh, I wish this guy had some money, because then I could burn him and take his money. We're not becoming Christian. Okay, so we're apparently at war with Ilmen. Fosterbothia, and they're destroying us. Oh well, not really something we're worried about right now. Okay, so our little raiding of Alacudia got us 20 gold. And there's still a heck of a lot more left to take. Ah, forgot to do something very important. We're going to actually try and boost our numbers as well. Ooh, this is weak. Why do they all hate us so much? Ah, yeah, because I'm literally the worst ruler in the game at this point. Okay, and we are gonna actually see if our marshal can organize a raid. Now, you know, we should be training troops really. But hey, okay, so we also need to convert people to New Germanic, because I am Reformed pagan. No, I'm for Reform. So we want to reform all of our provinces if we can to modern Germanic, so we can do holy wars later. If we get to that point. I mean, I'm not sure if we'll continue this past getting the achievement, but let's see. Cool. More money. One more to go. What's he holding? Chrysler 87.84. It's not too bad. We're gonna have to do this for a while. I'm not sure if we'll even just record and show you all of this. There's gonna be a lot of raiding to do.
A few moments later.
Okay, I think we're gonna switch away from army for a second, because that's not what's stopping us from getting richer and stronger. Yeah, let's go cruel again. We're boosting our intrigue significantly, and we've improved our domain problems slightly. And you want to marry my niece? I think I arranged that. You're heir to the Danish revolt. Yeah, okay. And now we have our claim on Chieftain of Tjudmund. 4. Doesn't matter. Okay, our son's becoming way better than us. Yeah, how's our soldiers looking at? There we go. Yeah, both of those trades actually don't harm us at this point. Diplomacy is not something we need. More tax is always good. Intrigue's fine. And we got some stewardship for that. You see the benefits of being greedy. Oh, we're so weak. Okay, anyway, so that's 901. Let's use that to go and raid Menorca again. How much have they recovered since last time? Yeah, mostly. There's money left. There's money there again. We just lost greedy, which is not what I wanted. Okay. Yeah, let's improve our garden. There we go! Yes, stewardship was the right call. We are getting marginally better. Our army is getting marginally bigger. Little piece by piece by piece. There we go, we're still gonna control Candelax. And then we just lost 200 prestige, but that's fine because we're about to get 200 again when we steal all that money. There we go, look at that, look at that. We are starting to recover. We have enough men now to actually challenge our liege for independence, which we will do when we get back with all the money, because I would rather, I think, raise mercenaries for that battle than tribal armies, because I need the tribal armies and mercenaries, to be fair, to take Sweden, or to at least become independent of Sweden, which would leave it for our son to take Sweden. It's getting a little complex. Let's just take it as it goes. I think I'm over planning. Good, there's a revolt here as well, which might mean that they've raised armies here. No, it doesn't. But we can take Corrales. We can maybe take these at least one or two others. Corrales and Ogliastra. We'll take Corrales and Ogliastra. Yeah, I don't really care. Okay, you're gonna attack me to 71 men. Good work, guys. There we go. We got Viking. If I can lose Shine Gluttonous, that would be amazing. Yes, we have probably lost Gluttonous, which should improve our stewardship significantly. We've lost Gluttonous and Shy. That was unexpected. Good. The army size is increasing slowly. Okay, so now they're probably going to try and arrest us, because it's clear that I killed him. Yeah, let's just keep going. Let's just keep killing these guys. Let's see if eventually we inherit. I doubt we will. Okay, so I think the King of Sweden is, or at least the Duke of Helsingland, is kind of going for feudalism. Which is fine, because when you switch from tribal to feudal in this game, what tends to happen is that all of your provinces end up with the most basic towns and cities possible. And it also means you can no longer call on your tribal vassals as allies in a war. So what it typically does is it reduces your army size by probably 50 to 80% every time you do it. So you've got to be in a pretty strong position before you feudalize. And if he does it, we're not in a position to follow him because we haven't actually developed our provinces enough. Which means we would be able to take him. But then if we were still tribal and we took over his cities, I think we'd have a domain issue there. Good, now his heir is his brother. How's this go? Okay, so let's... No. Okay, so we should declare independence soon because our liege absolutely despises us because I've killed his father and his uncle. And I won't let him educate our daughter. And our son is ready, and our son is bizarrely not better than us anymore. But he's okay. He's not great. He's okay. It's our only son, so the realm will not be divided at this point. Acquire a title, whatever. How old are we? 33. I think we're too old at this point to be able to get Emperor with this character. I'm expecting to skip through a lot of this video at this point. It's been a lot longer than I would have liked. Could you not have waited, my dear son, until we had our troops at home? I mean, it doesn't matter, he's got 300 men. Yeah, let's do it. Wait, I just accepted. Did I not accept? I did accept. So why is the alliance broken down? Strange. Okay. I guess because technically I'm his vassal now. And now you want to educate your sister with this guy. Yeah, why not? He's yeah, okay. So my son is now my liege. It's not exactly adding up, but you know. Why not? It's only 20. Normally that's 200 gold. Nice. I like that. Yeah, I'd rather piss him off than have him piss everyone else off. Okay, and now we're probably, I can almost guarantee we're going to end up making a trade deal with the Count of Menorca or Mallorca or something. And that's going to get us even more money. Who is it? Ah, Dunbar. Some Scottish or Irish? Yeah. Yeah, let's give him a dozen tough warriors. Why not? We don't need the money. I said I wasn't going to let him come. Why is he there? There we go. I like that. I don't know how many wars we're involved in right now. But there we go. That's a lot of gold. Let's put you off-roading mode, and let's go. And take out Dag. I don't know why we're at war with Dag. What are we at war with Dag about? Another says to Vestergotland. Okay, whatever. And there goes the army. What do you have a claim on? I mean, I thought I was already at war with you. Okay, yeah, this is ridiculous number of wars. Okay. Okay, so we've got loads of men available, so let's lose those 40 men, whatever. Now let's raise them again. Okay, decent sized army. Let's not have our titles revoked. But okay, I think that was smart of him, because he knows he's not going to win that. He's not going to take our titles. But he also knows that's going to put a truce in place. So I can't demand independence without everybody hating me. Which is maybe okay. I'm not sure if I care if everyone hates me or not at this point. Yeah, we lost that little battle. Yeah, that's going to wipe that army out, but that's fine. So we're now at war with our son's territory again. We're probably going to capture him in battle or something. Or, no, in this game we'll probably actually end up killing our own son in battle. Not enough? Why has metal pad got so much? Okay, we are incredibly rich now for a Scandinavian. And rather prestigious, so we're at a good point. We need to use these tribal armies before any succession. Because all that prestige will go to our score rather than, you know, it's not inherited. But we haven't really got any chance of independence right now because we're going to be in a truce shortly. Oh, they've got a decent sized army. Let's just do this once. That'll be enough. One of my demands is that he gives me prestige and he loses the plot. I mean, white peace and enforced demands are essentially the same here. I gain 50 more prestige for enforced demands. And I'm wondering if I would be able to just immediately... I'd rather actually wipe out as much of his army as possible before I demand my independence. Just weaken him. The more of his territories I besiege and capture, the fewer troops he'll have. But then, same for me actually. Which way is he going? Okay. What are we losing? During Holy War for Köln. How's Köln doing? Okay, so we got the Holy Roman Empire taking Swedish territory. There we go, that's done. And now... see, I have a truce with them. I can't, this is frustrating. The second that we have enough men to actually kick his ass. Okay, what's this for? Hooray, okay. No, don't care. Swedish Catholic revolt. And Holy War for Brunswick. Like, we can keep Sweden strong, or we can let Sweden get weakened. We are sort of kingmaker right here. I don't know why we're still at war with this army that we've just beaten, because we just won that thing. But who's vassalized us? Who's going here? Usima, and they are fighting in what war? Okay, they want Osterbotten. Okay, so I think, guys, what we're going to do is we're going to be dishonorable. I need to declare independence while we have all this prestige before I die. And we are now, what, 43 years old? And we are a Viking. This is the year 830. It's not like we're going to live forever, right? So we're going to do this sooner rather than later. We're going to disband the normal troops. And we are going to... Just double check it's allowed, right? Yeah, okay. Okay, we're going to lose the vast majority of our prestige. But we still have a decent army, so we can go and raid and get that all back as soon as our son takes over. And it'll get us out of this nonsense with this guy. And then when our son takes over, we'll create a duchy immediately. We'll solve our domain problem. And then we'll start mopping up our local counts and dukes. And then we'll take the Kingdom of Sweden, hopefully in one lifetime, and see how it goes. Yeah. That worked out quite nicely. An army from each side. Oh, every single time we go for independence, they declare realm peace. This is frustrating. This is getting ridiculous now, guys. Right. There we go. With 32%, we've got 7 days. 7 days. That's what you got. 1.9. I don't know why I can't declare war on my own bloody king. I hate realm peace. I hate it. I hate it. Okay, I'm gonna stop recording now and come back when there is something happening.
A few moments later.
Okay, so we just died of cancer. And our son has taken over now. Our son's not great. We're back down to a limit of 5 domain, which is okay, because we have a decent number of soldiers apparently. It needs to recalculate. And we are independent. We are a Jarl. Okay, so I think this has actually screwed up the achievement because he became a Jarl. Unless he became a Jarl when he died. Did he just create that now? It was granted 6 or a year ago. So he was a Jarl. And as a Jarl, he cannot become Count Emperor. So the achievement's gone. So I'll end this video here. It is a failure. Potentially we come back to this game in the future and conquer Scandinavia anyway. But that achievement is done. So, thanks for watching, guys. See you on the next one. Bye.